Hello again, fellow detectives. This is Lifted Orion coming back to you in league with Project Rise, and today we're reviewing the latest hunter released in Season 11, Essence 1, the Violinist, also known as Antonio. Obviously, we don't have a last name yet. Most hunters aren't really given one, but what I do know is that he is based off of this guy, Niccolò Paganini, Italian composer and instrumentalist who lived from 1782 to 1840. Dramatic portrayals of this virtuoso tell of Paganini either having his instrument sabotaged or even breaking the strings himself on stage to show off his prowess. Did he actually do this in real life? We don't know, but we do know that he's a real guy. One particular portrayal tells the story of how he sold his soul to the devil to obtain his phenomenal prowess with his instrument, after which he became trapped in a bottle for eternity to save what remained of his soul. And it's this portrayal that really inspired the design for our new hunter, and especially his limited release costume, Inferno Sonata. Now, let's close the history book and get into the details of the character. The violinist's external trait is called terrifying melody, described as such. Antonio plays out terrifying music with all the melody in the world. Survivors will be infected with multiple stacks of demon notes. Demon notes affect the survivor's movements, and based on the number of stacks, up to 3, it can decrease movement by 4, 8, and 12%, and decrease decoding, healing, and gate opening by 15, 30, and 50%. Unlike Soulweaver's cobwebs, demon notes don't deteriorate over time, and thus survivors need to separate themselves at a minimum of 24 meters from others to take the time to meditate in order to remove the effects of demon notes. I've already spent a lot of time just harassing my friends with this in customs, and it's amazing just what this single facet of the hunter can do. And that's not all. Antonio begins the game with an ability called Sonata. Antonio plays the first music note at the target location. He can use his ability to play a second note within 5 seconds. The 2 notes will resonate to generate terrifying string music. The string remains on the field for 13 seconds, but only deals damage when it is generated. This equals a single attack, but also places a stack of demon notes. Passing through the string will add another stack of demon notes. There's a limited range of 24 meters, or 8 vertically, which I've tested the limits of a few times, and certainly wasted the ability thinking it could go further, especially when focused on chasing someone down. I had to do a little bit of testing with this ability to figure out how to place the notes since I play on PC. Tapping the key sets the note wherever you're standing, but you can hold the key to aim where you place it. This has had somewhat mixed results for me, not gonna lie. The 5-second placement window really gets you. Survivors can see where the string will spawn while the second note is traveling to its place, so mind that distance. The closer it is to you, the more likely you are to hit your target. Okay, so you've downed a survivor, you've unlocked your first presence, now what? You get an ability called Rhapsody. Antonio performs for 9 seconds. During the crazed performance, he can move during the backswing of normal attacks and charged attacks. His attacks won't collide with scene features. At the same time, he will also send out an additional music note. This one I have used incorrectly. I haven't actually figured out like all the bits and bobs of it. Mostly I just use it as a laser. The music notes ignore terrain and add stacks to debuff survivors' interactions, and that's most of what I've used this for. Third and finally, we have infinite movement. And NetEase, I have questions. Antonio can throw out his bow and pull the string music to make it vibrate, creating 10 pieces of string music. This causes an instance of damage to any struck survivor, though it won't affect a survivor that's standing between the strings. Okay, now I can complain. NetEase, I have questions. How do you aim this? I've been trying to figure this out since I got the character. I'll be staring down a survivor, I'll press the key, and the notes go absolutely the opposite direction of where I want them to go. And the survivor gets away. My best guess is that they follow the aim of the camera from when they are placed, rather than the way you're currently facing. Which makes sense, but I haven't been able to gather enough evidence as of yet. I'll do a little more investigating on this and hopefully figure it out later. As of now, though, evidence is inconclusive. Okay, so for a quick general overview, Antonio's standard attack is fairly short range. Impatience is never your friend, but especially with this hunter. I don't usually play Hunter, so I'm not totally sure about things on the Persona tree, but I've been carrying Wanted Order for that aim, and then the final talent Insolence, along with my usual Detention to get that infinite movement as soon as I can. As if I use it that much. NetEase, I still have questions! Blink is pretty good trait to carry, but Peepers are your best friends in combo with aiming Rhapsody notes, especially through walls. Be all and end all, accuracy is what's needed to play the Violinist well, and I'm already seeing some really good players out there in both ranked and standard matches. Well, that's about all I've got on that. I'll stop talking your ears off and let you get back to playing. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in the next match.